Alright guys, so it seems like Bitcoin right now is aiming for $70,000. Okay, so Bitcoin right now, guys, is actually pumping. Okay, and of course, I want to give you guys an update showing you guys that Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs. Bitcoin is truly ready to reach back up $70,000 and of course back up to its recent all-time highs above $73,000. Okay, and of course reaching new highs. All of that is coming for Bitcoin very soon, guys. I know I keep saying that, but hear me out. The next few months, let's just say 6 months from now, Bitcoin will be absolutely shooting up to the moon. Okay, it's gonna be skyrocketing, guys, and 100%. Okay, Bitcoin's for sure gonna be at 100K right in the next like few months, right? So I've been telling you guys many times, towards the end of this year, 2024, we will see Bitcoin at least in the six figs, right? So $100,000. So let me show you guys what is happening with Bitcoin today. There is a fair bit of Bitcoin charts that I want to show you guys for today's video. So let's get started with today's video. So Bitcoin 69,100. We are in fact in the daily time frame, and you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is seeming like it wants to reach back up to $70,000. It is literally aiming up to $70,000 right now. Now, if we go to the 4 hour time frame, actually let's go to the 1 hour time frame, because right now Bitcoin is slightly dropping. Okay, we actually saw Bitcoin pumping all the way up almost $70,000, around $69,900. So it was very close to touching back up at $70,000. It's been a couple weeks, right? It's been a couple weeks since we have seen Bitcoin at 70K. The last time we've seen Bitcoin at $70,000 was back in June, right? That was literally the last time that we have seen Bitcoin at 70K. And ever since then, yeah, since clearly see Bitcoin did in fact have a downtrend, but it's obviously bouncing back up right now, right? So soon enough, guys, Bitcoin, okay, I really do believe Bitcoin is ready to reach back up, to $70,000. It's aiming at 70K, literally. The market today, right? A lot of altcoins are looking pretty good tonight. Okay, they really are. Compared to where it was this morning, a lot of alts are in fact pumping. So it's looking pretty good, looking pretty decent tonight for altcoins, but the entire crypto market is looking pretty decent as well. Okay, overall the market's up, over 2%, 2.2%, and the global crypto market cap is slowly creeping back up to 2.5 trillion, which is great to see, right? So yes, past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 2%. Same with Ethereum, over 2%. A lot of altcoins, like I told you guys, okay, are in fact pumping. You also just clearly see that Bitcoin Cash is pumping 12%. Bitcoin Cash for the past 24 hours is up a whopping 12%. Bitcoin Cash is absolutely skyrocketing right now. Okay, and even yesterday we saw Bitcoin Cash pumping like 6%, I believe, and now it's at 12%. So Bitcoin Cash is continuing to pump, right, which is great to see. And yes, yeah, since clearly see a fair few more greens for altcoins. So altcoins tonight are in fact in the greens. Okay, yeah, so I'm just clearly see that we are in fact seeing a fair few greens right now in the crypto market, which is great to see, right? Now, the FIN Greed Index, okay, is now at 74. It's in greed mode, okay? So, yes, the sentiment has changed to greed at 74, because we know, guys, a couple of weeks ago, okay, last month, we were actually in fear mode. In fact, extreme fear mode at one point at 30. Right, yeah, so you can clearly see that. So last week we were at 70, yesterday we we're at 71, today it's at 74. So it seems like, okay, the sentiment has obviously changed and people are feeling more greedy right now, okay, which is bullish, I guess. Okay, it really is. Now, since Bitcoin is pumping tonight, of course, the Bitcoin monthly returns so far July, and I showed you guys this in yesterday's video, but yes, so far you can just clearly see Bitcoin is now up over 11%. Okay, it's up over 2 digits, right? Y'all can just clearly see that 11%, which is amazing to see. I remember seeing this, right? At the beginning of this month, early July, it was like we saw Bitcoin down 12% at one point, literally at the beginning of this month in July, right? The first 2 weeks of this month in July were pretty bad, but obviously the tables have turned, okay, and switched, and now Bitcoin is pumping, and obviously it's now in the greens. And I told you guys, okay, I told you guys that usually July is a pretty bullish month for Bitcoin, and so far it has been. Right at the beginning, it wasn't. Right, we were actually in the reds, like I said. Okay, we saw Bitcoin 12%, but now it's switched, and now we are up over 11% in the green. So obviously, we have 2 more days remaining into this month of July, and we will obviously end off this month in the green. So this is very, very bullish, right? So yes, July, okay, as expected, Bitcoin does perform pretty decently. Okay, it does perform pretty well. And so far for this month of July in 2024, Bitcoin is looking absolutely amazing, right? Now, let's get into these Bitcoin charts. Bitcoin is ready, okay? Bitcoin was forming this bull flag, and a breakout is pretty much happening right now. Y'all can just clearly see that. And usually this is, a pretty bullish sign and signal that Bitcoin is ready to skyrocket. Okay, so yes, Bitcoin, okay, is in fact breaking out right now. Pretty much, right? It really, really is. And of course, guys, I've been talking about this, resistance line. Okay, so Bitcoin is approaching a massive resistance, only a matter of time until we break it. So as I told you guys many, many times, once Bitcoin breaks this resistance line, we will obviously see Bitcoin reaching new highs. Okay, so once we actually see Bitcoin reaching back up to its previous all-time highs at $73,000, it will reach a new high. Okay, so yes, once it breaks that resistance line, it will continue to go higher. So prepare yourselves for that, because it is coming, right? Now, Bignal, okay, the buy signal has flashed. Okay, so the buy signal has in fact flashed, appeared on the weekly time frame. So this is obviously, very, very bullish and significant. Okay, just like what Titan of Crypto is saying right here and showing us, right? So does that mean, guys, Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs? Is the real pump coming? Is the real bull run coming? Yes. Okay, it is coming, guys. It's all about patience here. Okay, it really, really is. So another thing here, okay, I think it's finally time to send Bitcoin to new highs. The next 6 months will probably be the strongest months of the whole cycle. Above EMA ribbon, looks like 2012, 2016, and 2020, just before the entire market was sent. Don't mess it up, and that's very, very true. Okay, so Yasin just clearly see Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs. Okay, it's above the EMA ribbon. Okay, just like back in 2012, 2016, even in 2020, and this is where it is right now. So it is ready for a pump, guys. Okay, it really, really is looking very, very bullish right now for Bitcoin. But yes, Stock Money Lizards is saying here, never sell your Bitcoin. It's too early, right? So for the people out there that are planning on taking money off the table, and understand, guys, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. No one has gone broke taking profits. When you take profits, this is how you actually make money, right? But I told you guys, okay, simply, if you want to take profits, you can, obviously, right? This is how you actually make money. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. But understand, guys, okay, if you honestly don't need that money, okay, don't sell your Bitcoins, right? Do not sell your Bitcoins if you realistically don't need that money, because Bitcoin is generational wealth. Okay, it's store of value, guys. Even Donald Trump himself said it. Never sell your Bitcoins. Okay, it's true, right? But it's totally up to you guys. Okay, like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. But understand, guys, looking at this chart real quick, Bitcoin, yes, we saw Bitcoin ever since early of 2023 to where it is right now, having this uptrend. This is called a pre-halving. pump. I understand the real pump hasn't begun just yet. In the greens, this is a post-halving, right? And you guys can clearly see, okay, it hasn't really started. Like, it just started. Okay, we haven't seen anything yet. Like, this is literally just the beginning. And a lot of people are in fact saying, you know, the bull run is over. You know what I mean? That was the bull run. Bitcoin pumping it back up to, you know, over $73,000 where it was a couple months ago. And then it dipped, and people were saying, that's it. That's the bull run. But no, guys, we haven't seen anything yet. Understand the next upcoming few months, this year, 2024, and of course throughout next year in 2025, will be amazing times for Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin will pump, Ethereum will pump, a lot of altcoins in the market will pump. We haven't seen anything yet, guys. The post-halving is coming. So if you want to take profits, don't take any profits right now. It is too early, just like what Stock Money Lizards is saying here, because the post-halving hasn't even finished yet. Honestly, guys, I would start taking profits next year in 2025. DCA out. Just as, you know, we DCA in, you want to DCA out, right? So take some money off the table, you know, little bit by little bit when we see a pump, right? But that's that. Okay, not financial advice. Always do your own research, guys, right? Moving on. So every halving event, Bitcoin goes through a couple months of choppy price action. Once that phase comes to an end, the true bull market starts. This time probably won't be different, and that's very, very true. You guys know I talk about the Bitcoin halving event a fair bit, and every single time, guys, no matter what, every single time in Bitcoin history, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, right after it, we always see a massive pump. Okay, a bull run does begin, just like where we saw it in 2011, 2013, 2017. Okay, and of course where we are right now. Okay, 2021. Well, okay, I thought that was 2024, but it says 2021. So understand, guys, okay, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, it pumps. Okay, we do see massive pumps, guys, right after it, and it doesn't happen straight away. Okay, understand it takes time. Okay, and that's why, guys, ever since we had the fourth Bitcoin halving event, we haven't seen Bitcoin pump. Okay, so back in April, a couple months ago, okay, a couple months back in April to be Pacific, April 20th, that we did in fact see, you know, the fourth Bitcoin halving event. And ever since then, we haven't, like, honestly, we haven't really seen Bitcoin pump or do any massive movements, pretty much, right? But understand, okay, this is not the first time. You know, even back in 2020, we didn't see huge movements for Bitcoin. Even in 2016, 2012, those Bitcoin halving events, we didn't see huge movements just yet, right? It took a couple weeks and even a few months time before we actually saw a bull run. So understand, this is not the first time, okay, that this has happened. It takes time, guys. And soon enough, you guys can clearly see this is where we are right now. Soon enough, it's going to pump. Look at how much Bitcoin has been consolidating at its previous all-time highs. It's been a while. Okay, it's been honestly a couple months. So understand it's about to end, and we're gonna reach new highs. Understand that Bitcoin's gonna break that resistance line and it's gonna go higher. Okay, so prepare yourselves for that. But yes, Bitcoin reaching 200k, it will pump to 200k, guys. Okay, as this chart is in fact showing us. Okay, Bitcoin is going to reach in the six figs. It's going to reach 100k to 120 to 150 to 180 to 200k to even over 200k. Okay, even 300k. I think 300k is possible as well for Bitcoin, 100%. Right? So understand, guys, the top. No one realistically knows where the top will be for Bitcoin, but understand 100k, 200k, even 300k, all these high price targets are very, very possible for Bitcoin to reach in the next upcoming bull run, right? Understand that. So for all my Bitcoin holders out there watching this video right now, all my Bitcoiners, please truly, truly understand and prepare yourselves for what is truly coming for Bitcoin in the next upcoming few months, and of course throughout next year in 2025, because it's going to be absolutely crazy. Okay, and I really want you guys to be prepared for it. Okay, so that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will, keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin right now is aiming for $70,000. Looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. Okay, it truly is. So I will keep you guys updated. But on that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. That is always appreciated. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.